Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. No challenges, no beef with the internet, no checkmates. I just wanted to talk to you for a moment about something personal. And to be honest, I'm a bit nervous about making this video. I wasn't sure if this was something I wanted to talk about publicly, but at the same time, I think sharing things like this can be important. Last year, I did my first full body health check. I actually never done one before, and one of the results came back a little unexpected. So I thought I would share with you, partly to keep myself accountable, and partly because maybe it's gonna help someone else too. So most of the health results were fine, nothing too dramatic. I wish I could say I was diagnosed with a lack of sleep, but unfortunately that's not the case. One test in particular, the bone density scan, was a little bit sus, and it turns out my bone density is lower than normal, and I was diagnosed with osteopenia. If you have never heard of it before, don't worry, me neither. But it basically means my bones are not as dense or strong as they should be, so they are not fragile enough to be called osteoporosis yet, but they are also not in the healthy zone anymore. It's like the warning screen before the real boss fight, and if you ignore it and do nothing, it can slowly develop into osteoporosis, which is when bones become very weak and more likely to break. And obviously this is not normal to have this at 31 years old. So technically my bones are not broken, but they're also not very enthusiastic about their job. You know all those jokes about turning 30 and suddenly feeling old overnight? I understand them now. My bones looked at my lifestyle and said, we are not investing in this guy long term. And now thinking about it, this joke I made in a recent short, I saw this. I must try it on bass. Now, let me try with something not heavy first, like this stick. Doesn't look like a joke at all now, GG's. But the good news is that osteopenia is very manageable, especially if you catch it early, and that's what happened in my case. So the main advice my doctor gave me was to exercise more, build muscle, and just move more. So basically, slapping bass less and go outside more. Unacceptable. So last year I started working out regularly, weights, training, proper routines, the whole package, and honestly, it felt great. But then, I started to make videos consistently again, and I realized something about myself. I am very one-dimensional. I can't focus on two things at the same time. So if I try to train seriously and make videos seriously, I will just half-ass both, and then nothing improves. So I decided to be honest with myself, and that's why I wanted to just warn you that from time to time I might miss one upload so I can focus on my health and my training. And I will still try to upload every weekend like usual, but if I disappear for a bit, I'm probably at the gym slapping those dumbbells. Also to motivate me even more, I'm gonna do a muscle reveal at 14 million subs. Yes, I'm serious. But on a side note, you have no idea how much food I need to eat in order to gain weight every single day. It's insane. Breakfast, second breakfast, pre-lunch, lunch, post-lunch, emotional snack, dinner, night snack. When I train, eating is basically a full-time job. Sometimes I'm not even hungry. At this point my fork is getting more exercise than I am. But jokes aside, this whole situation made me realize something important. Health is not something you can ignore forever, especially when problems don't show obvious symptoms. I feel completely fine now. I have no pain, no warning signs, and still the test showed something wasn't right. So if there is something I want you to take from this video, it's this. You go get checked, take care of your body, especially if your jobs involve sitting for hours at your desk playing bass. Your future self will thank you. Anyway, that's the update. I will keep making videos, I will keep slapping the bass, and hopefully I will also keep my bones intact. And that's about it. See ya.